Ahoy hoy collective. I've missed you guys. I've been a little distant lately, but I'm just doing things I've got to do. If you're ever missing me, go on my YouTube channel. There's plenty of videos on there. Go with what you're drawn to, and there will be messages in it for you. Let's do a quick reading. The energies this afternoon are a little bit cray-cray. I didn't really notice until I left the house and I took my daughter to gymnastics, and the kids that are usually very cooperative were kind of out of control and just weren't gelling with the teacher. And then, walking around the shops, I just saw kids everywhere losing their shit and adults just being like, oh my God, I'm trying. Like it's a bit of kids pick up on these energies before we do, and it just feels a bit uneasy. But it's like a beautiful time to honor these relationships, and I had to take it an extra deep layer with my daughter this afternoon and showing her how we honor our own emotions and how we can alchemize those. And kids are fucking smart, man. And yeah, it was a great bonding experience, but I think it's not just for people with kids. This is like the way that we can really be tapping into our inner child right now and honoring what's going on in ourselves, in our beings, in the world around us right now. It's a beautiful time to really be implementing healthy boundaries with ourselves, against ourselves, some of those old habits that want to take over, and we're just having to be like, nah, sorry, this is how we're going to do life now. And that can also be with different relationships, neighbors, co-workers, friends, partners, whoever it is that's used to being able to approach us or be a certain way with us, and we've gone along our journey and we know how to honor ourselves more, and we might operate a bit differently. And sometimes it's hard with certain dynamics to be like, okay, I've actually changed, I don't like that, please don't do that, or whatever. But we have to honor our own voice, we have to honor our own systems that we're putting into play. And it feels like a big test at the moment to see whether or not we will do that in the different situations. And if someone can't honor and respect your boundaries and they want you to, be compassionate towards them and be like caring towards what they need, but they're not willing to listen to you or compromise on what you need, then that's not a healthy relationship for you. And you need to realize that person may not have the capacity to understand what you're trying to do, because they may not have those healthy boundaries for themselves. They may not have that respect for themselves yet. So listening to you is like hearing someone speak in a different language. They're not picking up what you're putting down. It's time to back the fuck away. But I think for a lot of us, this is also just about our relationship with ourselves. Spirit, what have we got here? We got Ace of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, and Strength. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on astrologically. I know that we've got the Mercury retrograde coming up. I can't even remember what date it is. So there's a lot of things going on. Like, we've been feeling this coming for a while. Like, I had to replace the last reading I did. My phone was so glitchy. I literally had to just go buy a new phone straight after it. And this is the first time I'm using it. I hope it looks okay. I hope it sounds okay. So like, yeah, you may be having a lot of things break around you right now. A lot of fears coming up, not feeling as strong. A lot of like victim mentality going on here, not feeling like you can juggle everything that's coming at you. Maybe a bit self-sabotaging right now. But I know I'm seeing this in some people, but in myself it feels not as extreme. It kind of just feels like trying to build new healthy habits that I thought that I'd already built for myself is really hard right now. Trying to tick off everything on my to-do list, but also honoring my human vessel is hard. I keep feeling like I'm not doing enough. I keep feeling like I'm not doing good enough, and I fucking am. I'm doing amazing. and so are you. It's like literally look back to 5 months ago is what I'm hearing from spirit right now, and think about like you would have, this is what you wanted to be in this position, and you are. So let's just try to quieten that mind down, quieten that anxiety down, and be in this moment of just like observing. And it's kind of like I'm seeing like that floating, it's kind of like the floating in water card of the Light Seers Tarot and the Moon. Like there's this beautiful surrender of, I trust that time is bullshit. Like, you know, I love to think that if I'm rushing, I try and tell myself that fairies don't like the human concept of time. It pisses them off, and I don't want to piss off the fairies. So I'm going to calm myself down. No one wants to piss off a fairy. We want them to work their magic all around us. We don't want to piss off the fairies. So try to realize that time is a human concept. Like that's a man-made concept. It's not actually real. Yes, there's certain, you know, time frames we have to get things done by and that, but is the time frame that you're rushing towards actually something that exists, or is it just a pressure that you've put on yourself to succeed in, that maybe, you know, something that you need to surrender to the divine plan of when things should be done instead. Can I get more? Yeah, Spirit is saying at the moment, like, I'm surprised the Hermit card's not out here. This may be really hard for you to communicate with other people right now. You know, you may be going off on your own a bit right now, trying to deepen that relationship with Spirit and yourself, trying to weigh up your options, trying to see what Spirit are actually offering you. Just feels a bit uncomfortable, this energy, and it's not surprising. We're nearing, you know, we got to this 6 month period of the year where this is the year of unraveling, the year of shedding. It's the year of the snake, and we've got to a point where we're having to, like, we've got 6 months left to finish shedding what no longer belongs in our future before we restart next year. Like we're back to a new start of going back to number one. So we've gone out for 9 years, and it's going to be a reset. And I keep seeing a lot of this stuff coming up, and like a 7-year cycle also for a lot of people right now is coming to an end. So also looking back to, where were you 9 years ago? Where were you 7 years ago? What were you dealing with? And is that repeating right now in your life? I want you to look at how far you've come, because 10 years ago, 9 years ago, where I was, I wouldn't have imagined that I could be where I am now, not just in my career, but as a person. I was so overwhelmed and hypervigilant and anxious, and my whole nervous system was shot. I didn't love myself. I didn't trust myself. I didn't like myself. And I want you to think of this, like how far you've come in the last 10 years, and that this cycle, this next 6 months, is helping you unravel everything else that doesn't belong into this new chapter that we're about to step into. Like, it's pretty exciting, but it's also awkward, it's also uncomfortable. So let yourself unravel, be compassionate with yourself, and if you're struggling and you need any extra help, please reach out. I'd love to do a private reading for you. I go live Wednesdays and Thursdays, sometimes extra nights as well, but at the moment that's pretty much where I'm at. Jump on, come say hello. I can do a reading for you. Or if you'd like a private, I also do shadow work sessions. I do Reiki healings. Reach out, or if you just want to sit back and watch some collective readings, add me on YouTube and watch some of them. as much as this feels uncomfortable, collective, this is an exciting time. This is an amazing time to be in. It's very transformative. And as I said that, it was 10:01 on the clock. So let's grab a closing message. Let's go with the hive of love. There's backbone being built in us at the moment. I can feel it. There's like this extra piece of backbone being put in us, and it's exciting. We need it. My heart knows the ultimate truth. So when all is confusing you, when all feels like it's too much, I want you to step back into that heart center. Why do you do what you do? Why did you begin doing what you do? What is the love that you want to see in the world? It lives in you. So reflect that to yourself and let it shine the fuck out. All right, collective, thank you so much. I love you. I want you to write in the comment section if you want to claim this energy. My heart knows the ultimate truth. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.